The NFL draft is, I think it's 6 days away. So we're going to be doing a 49ers mock draft. Let's go. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like, comment, subscribe. So we're on the NFL mock draft database simulator. As you guys can see, I'm in the bottom left corner. I like using this NFL mock draft database simulator, but it sometimes is not great because like Shador could go first and Abdul Carter falls to 9, but I feel I'm not paying for PFF. I feel like I don't know why people pay to do mock drafts, kind of weird. But without further ado, let's get into this draft. Let's start it off. I think this is my mock draft 4.0, 3.0. I've done a lot of mock drafts. So we can see what happens here. Shador Sanders is still here. Okay. So Cam Ward went first, Travis Hunter. This is actually a pretty good draft. Like Kelvin Banks went. Jalen Walker's still here, which is, oh my gosh, I love Jalen Walker. And listen, I'm not going to be I'm not going to be talking too much about this draft or in this video. I kind of want to do like a quick mock draft video. I feel like my other videos are like 30 minutes long. And to be honest, I'm a type of person, I don't like sitting through really, really, really long videos. If you guys like the longer videos, let me know. But I think for this pick, it's got to be Jalen Walker. The guy played linebacker, played edge. I know he's kind of new to linebacker, but you put him linebacker for some plays, you put him at edge for some plays. I just think this is a guy. I've seen recent videos of him, and I want you guys to look at the same videos that I've looked up. The guy is just an absolute demon. He moves really fast. He's a hard hitter. I just think Jalen Walker's the best pick, and he plays edge. Like, you play him for 2 downs at linebacker, then you move him to edge. Like, this is just a guy that I love. I'm going to go Jalen Walker right here. I love that pick for the 49ers. Do I think Jalen Walker is going to fall? Probably not. I would be very shocked if he does fall. If he does fall, I think that's one of the biggest steals of the draft. I think he has so much potential to be a guy that could play linebacker, could play edge. I really, really, really like him. And wow, okay, this is different. James Pierce Jr. falls out of the first round. James Pierce, I remember this guy was like ranked like first. Like, he was like, people had him mocked at the start of the year. People had him literally mocked to go first overall, but that's not the case. Now, let's see what we got here. I think there's no D tackles here, right? We don't need to get Donovan Ezaraku. I think that's how you say his name. He's really good. Let's look at D-line and see what we got. Now, I really like Darius Alexander. I don't know if Darius Alexander already went. I really like him. Yeah, Darius Alexander already went. Okay, so that's one guy I really like. But I think here, this is tough. I think here you got to go defensive tackle because I think for the start, the Niners are just going to really focus on defensive tackles and everything like that. And I think the Niners we're kind of rolling with our same offensive line as last season. Like, we're not really. I bet we'll draft a guy, but I just don't think we're going to be really focusing on offensive line. I think we're going to be really focusing on our defensive line because I think our defensive line is what we need more. But right here, I'm going to go Alfred Collins. I really, really, really like Alfred Collins. He's just a guy that's good in the run, good in the pass game. He played on Texas. I'm a big Texas guy, and a lot of people, if you know me, I kind of do pick the Texas guys a lot, but I don't just pick him just because they went to Texas. I think he's got great size. He's got great length. He's a violent shedder. He's got really good quickness. He's got great arms to get around defenders. I think Alfred Collins is just a guy, if he's sitting here, I do think that he could fall, which is one thing I'm scared about, but I'm going to go with Alfred Collins here. I really like Collins. I think he could either go higher. I don't really think he would drop in the draft. I think his ceiling is at 50. I think he's a plus 50 pick. So if you pick him 7 picks earlier, it's not bad. I did my math correctly there. So good job. Good job. But for this next pick, I think we might have to go back to edge here. And no, he went. That is tough. Olafemi Oladejo went. I wonder where he went. Where did Oladejo go? Jeez, this guy went high. Cam Scadaboo went high too. And Andrew Makuba went. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know where Oladejo went. Oladejo went 53? Damn. Okay, Oladejo went really high. That's actually kind of surprising. Okay. But I don't think we need another edge if he's there. If we already have Jalen Walker. Let's go to offensive tackles right here. No one really. I like Ozzy Trapilo, but I don't feel like that's a need right now. Yeah, I don't feel like that's a need. I'm just trying to think. Let's go to all right here. We got J2 Tumala. Okay, we got also Braden Swinson. I really like JT. It's just, do we need to draft another edge? I honestly do think we could use another edge because of how, like, we have no one at the edge position. Like, we have literally no one. I feel like our edge position, like our edge room is it's so weak. So I honestly think JT Tumalolu, I think that's how you say his name. I really like him. He's got a great frame, shows great agility. He's got impressive upper body strength. Um I think just people kind of nag on him a little bit because he's not like a great athlete or he's not quick twitched. He's kind of limited a little bit, but I think this is a guy I I like JT. I think if he came here, he could do something good, learn behind Bosa and everything. I'm gonna go with JT here. I'm gonna go with JT. I don't know how to say his last name. Tumalolu. Tum Olo Ow. Like, I don't know how to say his last name. Let me know down below if you guys know. But now for this next pick, we are hoping one player is here, and is he here? And he is not here. Okay. This draft is going to be hard. This draft is going to be very difficult. Now, I really wish Kyle Williams was there. I really wish Savion Williams was there, but they just wanted to go ahead and pick everyone that I want. Okay. Thank you guys. That I really listen, that means a lot. That definitely means a lot. For me here, let's see what we got here up at the top here. So we got Ozzy Trapilo still here. We haven't drafted an offensive tackle. I think this is a guy that I and we've already picked two defensive players. I think we might have to go with Ozzy Trapilo here. Um, he's 6'8", so he's a huge guy. He weighs 316 pounds. He's got a well-rounded build, as you guys just heard. He's got great hands. Um, he's got a solid burst and quickness. I really like him because I feel like he's really good against the run, and we need a guy that can just run stuff the whole time. I really like Ozzy Trapilo. I think I'm going to go with Ozzy Trapilo here just to really bolster that offensive line. Even I think that's the only offensive tackle we're going to draft. We're not drafting a center, which I wish we were. I just think the Niners are going to roll with Jake Brendel. Maybe we will draft a center. Like, I really like Jackson Slater, but I don't know. I feel like the Niners, we know the Niners. Now, next for cornerback. Okay, so Kobe Bryant's still here. Zaw Frazier's still here. I really like those two players a lot. Let's see the defensive line. We got CJ West. CJ West is still freaking here. This is a guy I've kind of fell in love with over, talking about players in this mock draft. He's got great movement skills. He's 6'1", so he's not big at all. Like 6'1", 316. He's 6'1". That's not, it's tall, but it's not that tall for being a defensive line. He's got a great get off. He's super strong. He's super physical. He's a great athlete. He's got decent quickness. He's very agile, which I love. He's great at working with his hands. Just the negatives about him are, of course, his height and his short arms. But who gives a crap about that? Give me CJ West right here. I really like that pick. This mock draft database simulator is giving me a B. Okay. I see how we're moving. Now we're hoping for Kobe Bryant to be there because that's one pick that I love. I really love Kobe Bryant. I think he's a dog, and he is here. Okay, that's literally works out perfect. Kobe Bryant, I think, is one of the most underrated cornerbacks in this draft class. Like, he is so good. If you guys ever know what, like, go on his TikTok. He's got some sick edits up on there as well. 6 foot tall, 180. He's a very long armed quarterback. He's a tools of the athlete. He's a ball hawk. He's a willing tackler. He's a guy that'll tackle anyone. Um, he's just got questionable top speed, which I think you could work on speed at the NFL level. I really like him. I think this is a guy the Niners either want to draft him or Mello Dotson. I really also do like Mello Dotson a lot. Mello Dotson was literally his teammate at Kansas. I think I'm going to go with Kobe Bryant here. I really like this pick. Kobe Bryant, welcome to the 49ers. I really love that pick a lot. I think he's an absolute demon. Um, yeah, he's just a guy that he's awesome. I love him. Now, next for the Niners, I know we've already drafted Jalen Walker and JT Tuimoloau, and I have a feeling Jalen Walker is going to be playing more of that linebacker position if he does get drafted to the 49ers. I think he'd swap between edge and stuff like that. But there's one player that the 49ers, I might just pick him because he's been so linked to the 49ers that I honestly think the 49ers would even trade up for this guy because of how much rumors we've heard about him is David Walker. Now, David Walker, 6'1", 267 pounds. He sets up a great pass rush. He's got solid rip moves. He has a great change of direction. And he keeps his hand tight when he's taking blocks. So I really like him. I just think I'm going to have to go with him. And I know we drafted 3 edges, but we basically have drafted 1 pure edge rusher, and that's JT. I just feel Jalen's going to be swapping between the two. I really like David Walker, and I might just have to pick him because the Niners are just that interested in him. But we haven't drafted a wide receiver yet. But there's already Nick Nash there. Like, see, I like this draft. I like David Walker. I'm going to go David Walker. I literally don't even care. This is a draft that I feel like, I don't know. Like, I feel like in a lot of mocks, people have like Jalen Walker going, all of Dejo. They have David Walker. So I don't think this is a crazy, crazy take. I really like David Walker. He is a demon. Like, he's like the guy is an actual demon. He's awesome. I love him. I love the playing style he plays with. He's a hard-nosed guy. So give me him. I love that. Love that. Let me move that up for you guys. There we go. Now you guys can actually see the full screen. I don't know why it was like that. But now we're moving on to the next. Are we on the next pick right now? Okay, we are on the next pick right now. I really like, let me go see if he's still here, Jackson Slater or Dylan Fairchild. But do you think the Niners are going to draft a player like Jackson Slater? I mean, we have to, right? Like, we have to, no? I think the Niners, like, we don't, yeah, like, we have Jake Brendel and they love Jake Brendel, but I feel like we do need another center. And I think Jackson Slater is a dog. I think people just don't give him enough credit because he went to Sacramento State. I really like him. He's a fluid mover. He shows impressive lower body mobility. I like him a lot. I think this is the pick, right? And if the Niners, I think, listen, this is the last year for Jake Brendel. This is the last like run it year with Jake Brendel, I think, and he's probably going to get a bag if he goes out into the free agency because we already know how offensive tackles get paid. I want to go Jackson Slater here. I really like Jackson Slater. I think he could come in and be an impact right away. I think he's better than Jake Brendel. I think a lot of centers are better than Jake Brendel. I don't like Jake Brendel. I don't know why the Niners are obsessed with Jake Brendel. It's kind of weird. I've never really seen a team this obsessed with a mediocre, a very mediocre center. But let's see this next pick right here. I think we might have to go running back. We might have to go running back because this is kind of weird. The Niners haven't drafted a running back yet. I bet you the Niners are going to. It's kind of a different draft than I've ever done. Jake Majors ends up here. That's another guy that I would much rather have than Jake Brendel. I love Jake Majors. He's a leader. He's an absolute demon. Now, let's go to running back here, see who's here. So they got Kyle Monangi, which I really like Kyle Monangi, but I feel like Kyle Monangi and Taj Brooks are kind of the same, but I really do like Kyle Monangi a lot. I think I might have to go with Kyle Monangi here. I might have to go with Kyle Monangi here because Kyle Monangi is a type of player. Like, we just lost to Jordan Mason, and I think Kyle Monangi could come in and kind of be that Jordan Mason replacement, even though we don't really need a Jordan Mason replacement, even though he was a demon. I'm going to go Kyle Monangi here. Literally plays like Jordan Mason. Not exactly like Jordan Mason, of course, but he's got little traits like Jordan Mason, which I love. This is just a full freaking what's the word I'm looking for? Trenches draft. Trenches. Yes. Now next, let's go into wide receiver right here. No, they took Nick Nash. Oh yeah, well, no crap, they took Nick Nash. Nick Nash is ranked 20. No. Yeah, he's ranked to go, I think, in like I think it was 212th, I think. Yeah. So no one really here that I like. We might not draft a wide receiver, even though the Niners should draft a wide receiver. I just feel like maybe we should have drafted earlier. I really do like Jimmy Horn. I feel like that's a guy that is really, really, really underrated. I like him. Listen, in this draft, I want Jimmy Horn, but I'm only gonna pick him at like 249, 252. Oh, this is pick 249. Okay, so if he's available at 252, I'll pick Jimmy Horn. But right now, let's go to tight end. Let's see what's available. Thomas Fadone, Malky Maltevo, Caden. Bryson Nesbitt is good, but he's ranked really low. Jeez. Let's go to all here. See what. I think we might just go with Thomas Fadone. I don't know much about this Nebraska guy, but actually, wait a minute. No, never mind. I did hear really good things about this guy. I think this is the guy, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know where my phone is. I think I saw this. That's like people have him going in like the. Maybe this is the wrong guy. Let me know down in the comments if I'm thinking of the right guy. Maybe you guys saw that article as well. I think people have this guy mocked to go in like the later first rounds, or one person has him mocked to go like late first round because that's how good he is. So we'll go with Thomas Fadone. I don't know much about the guy. I'm gonna be completely honest. Don't know much about him. But then for the wide receiver position, Jimmy Horn is still here. Jimmy Horn's not here. Oh no, he is here. Okay. I'm just gonna go with Jimmy Horn here. Screw it. We're gonna go Jimmy Horn. I really like Jimmy Horn's combine. They give me a C plus for that pick. I really like Jimmy Horn's combine. I don't really care what anyone says. I liked Jimmy Horn's combine. I honestly did. But here's the draft. We drafted Jalen Walker. We know if Jalen Walker came to the 49ers, that's an automatic win for the draft. Then we got Alfred Collins, JT Tumoloeo. I think that's how you say his name. I don't know how to say his last name. Let me know down in the comments. I should look up a video on how to say his name. Ozzy Trapilo, absolute unit. Like that guy's literally that guy's like 7 feet tall. And you got CJ West, Kobe Bryant, Ronaldo Green, and Demo. That's a 3 group right there you do not want to see. Not gonna lie, you don't want to see that. Then you got David Walker, Jackson Slater, Kyle Monagi, Thomas Fadone. Is it Thomas Fadone or Fadone? Then you got Jimmy Horn as well. This is kind of a different. This is like kind of like the first draft I did that was really different. This is a different type of draft. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you guys drop a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you guys thought about this mock draft. We're going to be doing mock drafts all the way leading up to the NFL draft this week. So make sure you guys drop a like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. It's your boy Maj. We're so close to 100 subscribers, so just get me to 100, and I'd appreciate it a lot. Peace.